Hi everyone, Francisco here, once again. So, whoa. I wanted to record this video because I hear voices and I feel like there's people out in the world who are torturing other people and these people have a general knowledge of how prison works and juvenile halls and all that other stuff, right? So I feel like these people have other people that are locked away in different in cells, in different cells, as they're torturing people. And I was able to see, in my mind, these people attacking these people who were brought to this location, and these people are brought there to be tortured and killed. Okay? So they are taken there so they could die. and the people who are there witnessing everything, they are traumatized, they are paranoid, and like I heard a thought that, like, you know, like this stuff is playing in my mind, and 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 you know, like they get food, and they get treated kind of like a dog. Like, you know how you people have dogs in your backyards? Well, that's how these people are treated. So there's different types of torture here. There's an immediate torture and death, and then over here there's people who are getting tortured, but it's going to be a long, like, they're in it for the long haul. You know, they're gonna be there forever, basically. And they're getting the opportunity to witness everything. So much so that they start to gain, you know, like, familiarity with these people who are torturing and killing these newcomers for whatever reason, you know. But these people who are witnessing that are treated like dogs. They get their food. When they start talking, it's like a dog barking, and the captors tell them, they shout out at them and they say, "Shut up." And of course, they're shivering, they're afraid. But obviously, there's different people, right? There's different types of people with different mentalities. So, after like a while, when people are you know, like, getting tortured and stuff like that, basically they start not to care whether they die or not. And then especially when the captors, you know, their captors don't want to kill them. They just want them to suffer. So everything within them wants to just die. They just want to die. But the people who are torturing them don't actually want them to die. They want them to suffer. And I witnessed like these people who are suffering and for the long haul. They witness newcomers come in, you know, like the new wave of people who will be tortured and killed immediately. And one of the guys started tripping out, and he told everyone, like, all afraid and traumatized, like, you guys are all going to die. You guys are all going to die. And he was just afraid, and everyone looked at him like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Is like is he okay? You know, because their minds don't understand what's about to take place. However, you know, they know because they witness it all the time. So I don't even know like what this would be like considered as far as like in real life. I don't know if like I'm not sure if stuff like this even is happening, but even if stuff like this was happening, it would be like some, you know, like probably some military experiments or something like that, right? But I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, everyone in the world would just hope that operations like that would get shut down immediately, right? So, you know, with me having these type of thoughts and having the intention to release it to you know, to the public through YouTube, I don't know. I mean, this is probably considered like some type of like X-rated type of content. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be like some type of, you know, like um like some type of like, I don't even know what the heck to call it. I don't know if stuff like this actually happens. But I mean, my hope would be that stuff like this isn't happening. Right? Because that would be crazy, right? That would be insane. And like, I don't really know what these people did in order to be, be experiencing this, and for them to go through this type of stuff. Like, I don't understand, why they would have to go through something like this. But there has to be a reason why. One thing that I kind of concluded was maybe you married your worst enemy, or maybe you're going out with your worst enemy. That type of thinking. So like, I was thinking, like, let's just assume really quickly that someone is married, a man and a woman, and they have children. But let's say the man never liked the woman. As a matter of fact, let's assume that his wife is the man's enemy, but he never presented that to her, and he never presented himself towards her in that way. But as the years pass by, he starts to grow more and more in anger, with a revengeful spirit, and he starts to display that type of aggression towards her by, hitting her, telling her to shut the fuck up, and tying her up, and telling her to, like, tying her up like in her bedroom and stuff like that, and telling her that she's grounded, that she can't come out, and a bunch of other things like that. And then eventually they have children and all that. But then he kills like all of them eventually. So when you and I, you know, normal people, I guess, normal people, you know, like when we're sitting down and watching a movie about like serial killers, and they say, oh, this man killed his family, his wife and his children. That's all we know. That's all the information that we get. But what if there's more history involved in this? You know, because investigators, they will try to figure out what happened. You know, why did this man just like out of nowhere, all of a sudden decide to kill and murder his family? You know, like his whole family. Why? And that's when they will like look into everything, right? But they don't know every single detail, especially not in the past when you know, cameras and all that stuff wasn't around. So there's cameras everywhere, watching, recording, monitoring. Keeping track of like everyone's text messages, phone calls, everything is getting tracked. It's getting recorded and documented. So like if stuff like this is going on, then investigators will know immediately in this time and age. And in the future, it's going to get better and better. Right? I think that in the future, AI technology will be able to do all the all the legwork that investigators have to do today. Okay, so instead of homicide detectives doing all the legwork and interviewing people and talking to witnesses and studying people's cases and stuff like that, and a bunch of other things that I think the proper word is core along with that. So instead of all that, AI technology would do it, and it will be not just be doing one case or 100 cases or even 200 cases or even 300 cases or 400 cases or 500 cases or 600 cases or 700 cases or 800 cases or 900 cases or 1,000 cases. It will be doing every single person all at the same time. And not just every person, every animal, you name it. And everything else that comes along or comes with AI technology. Because right now, I believe innocent people are dying because soldiers, they have to put their lives on the line, and all it takes is for someone to misunderstand certain information, that, or for people to be confused and them thinking that what they are doing will be for the benefits of their friends and their group and their family, right? So that's what these people think. That's what these people really believe when they act on their own free will. And and it's super sad because instead of everyone, staying focused on the greater good of humanity, like AI technology and stuff like that, definitely AI technology, but like also inventions, perfecting inventions, and just staying focused on that. Now people have to focus on trying to figure out all these other little cases and who might get involved and who's involved and who did what and who didn't do what, or who did this and who didn't, who did this and who did that and who didn't do this and or that type of thing. And then imagine having to explain that to different recruits every single time. Like, I mean, that must be annoying. Because I believe like people are probably just dropping like flies because there's a bunch of people out there possibly who don't have a lot of comprehension skills, and even if they do, they don't look at the information from the perspective of the system, because deep down they think they're in the right because they've been hurt, because someone else hurt their family, their own family, or possibly because their own family hurt, hurt them, hurt, the people who have been affected, and it's one big revolving door of like kind of like a BS, kind of, because although stuff like that is happening, I believe that there is I believe that there is more good, more progression, more advancement towards the future, and combating evil and putting an end ultimately to evil every single passing day, every hour, every minute, every second. It's only getting better and better. But a lot of you might not, like, if you guys are listening to me and you're going through some shit Maybe you lost a loved one, a friend, you know, or you're like, you know, always witnessing death. So to you it might sound even offensive. It might sound very offensive to a lot of you who are in that type of situation, because for you it's like, you know, you might say everything on the contrary, like everything's not getting better and better, everything's getting worse and worse. But that's not true. You know, people who died didn't die in vain. People who died don't want you people to give up. People who died don't want you to stop what you're doing. They want you to continue to attack the enemy. Because that's what they would do. You know, if you guys were to switch places, most likely that's what you would want for yourself as well. That's what you would want for your friend, you know, for your partner. Not to give up, but to continue. You know, death is not the end. It really isn't. And I believe in, like, the CIA after someone passes away. Okay, so these people, I mean, you could say they never even died. They're just given a greater level of understanding and comprehension, and I think there's even a higher level of torture, and that's when people get, and I have to be careful here, you know, because I mean, I don't know for certain. This is all like me theorizing, okay? But I feel like there might be people who want to teach people a lesson of good, so that they won't feel anger or resentment, so they won't feel like they're all alone in this life. Because in case you guys are missing my point, let's just think for a second. So this group of people know that they know the intentions. So these people are like the military, you know, they're like the CIA. So they know exactly when someone's about to go commit a crime, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. So of course they stop them, and of course they fake this person's death, and of course they go to prison, they get locked up, but they're able to see from the heavens looking down on planet Earth. The way people are living. This thing is super slow. Do 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 do. Oh, so kind of like this. Well, actually, this one looks cooler. Okay, so they're taken to like a spaceship, and they get to see how people are living on planet Earth. Like, okay, you want revenge. You want to see the worst for your enemies. You want to see your enemies die and to suffer. You know, all of the above, right? All of, like, everything, the worst. But these people, you know, in the CIA, little do these people know who get incarcerated, and they're like in a spaceship looking to Earth. You know, like a little window they can see out, and they never get to come out. They're locked up in solitary confinement, and they just receive their meals every single day. And they're in constant communication with them. However, and they teach them case after case after case after case of different different cases of people actually dying. And it's sad because they're trying to teach them that it's not okay for people to do that. As a matter of fact, if they're able to prevent it, they will. Right? But there's some cases that unfortunately they're not able to intervene and to help, some people. So at the end of the day, these people in these prison cells will come to the realization that their intentions were wrong, and their intent was wrong, and they were locked up for murder, even though they never committed the murder. They were just locked up because it's crime prevention measures and scientific experiments, and then they tell them how special they are. They get taught more educational material, and they let them know that they want to convert them into solid agents, solid officers, and their whole mission is to deliver people, to save people, to rescue people, to set people free, not to captivate people, not to fuck people over. Their whole intentions are to help people regardless of what they have done. Okay? So I just painted 2 pictures here. Well, I painted a lot of pictures, right? Verbally. So the first one is a evil place on planet Earth where people are getting tortured and killed. And obviously these are probably the bad guys, killing people. They could be good guys killing who they think is a bad person, or bad people. But I think that I think that this group of people might be the bad people. People who don't understand the value of people, the value of others. Okay? So this group and this organization is they need to get caught. They need to be taught a lot more. And then there's the latter picture that I painted about these people who are caught before they actually commit a crime, and it's crime preventative measures and experiments to faster expedite the procedures to cause people to come to their senses and to the actual truth of the matter. Okay? So they can quickly realize. So it quickly cuts through the bullshit. And it fills people in. Like, you know what? You know what? You are right. And I was in the wrong. And I repent. And from this moment on, I'm not going to hold anything against anyone. Not because I'm a pussy or a punk or a bitch or whatever the fuck people want to label others, but because, you know, like the Bible scripture that says, treat others as you would like them to treat you. So that they'll get released. It's like the faster you can come to your senses, the faster that you can realize that your intentions were evil, the faster that we can redirect you to not want to hurt anyone or others, the faster we're going to release you. But if you guys are fucking around and you guys are not cooperating, as a matter of fact, you guys are, you know, pretending, even pretenders, trust me, we know who you are. You might be a pretender, but we know who you're talking to. We know who you communicate with. We speak your fucking language. And if we don't, we have AI technology who can interpret whatever the fuck it is that you people are talking about and discussing. Including the slang, including your terminology that you people might have, and it will clearly describe in a professional manner what it is you people are communicating at any given moment, at any given time. And this is happening 24/7. So, you know, if you people haven't caught on to what I'm trying to tell you guys, like, I did not say that I was going to go out there and do stuff like this, or I know places where this type of stuff is happening, or I never said I have actually witnessed this type of stuff happening. I'm not saying I never encountered you know, people who who torture people for a living, or even intentionally. I'm saying that all of this information is coming straight from my mind. You know, this is the stuff that I pick up from the universe. You know, this is like my deep type of thinking. Just for me meditating and, you know, getting away from the normal, you know, daily routine that people are so accustomed to doing. The custom daily routine that people are stuck in, that people are trapped in, because no matter what, it's like they want to continue in that. So I'm not here to talk crap, you know, through this video. I don't think I'm here to waste anyone's time. I think that there is, however, it's like a script. I don't know if you guys understand scripts, like computer scripts. So with Google, you guys can actually click on the Alt button and click anywhere, and then in the bottom there's the Inspect. You guys can actually click on that and it will show you guys the code. Okay, if you guys know how to code and all that. Alright, and I'll show you guys different things regarding the internet. Well, it's kind of like a script. And it could be, it's basically software. What I'm talking about. It's connected with AI technology. Obviously, AI technology has more clearance and more AI is like the lead detective, you know. Always will be, always was, I believe. So it's pretty much like software. Okay, it's software that can be made available to everyone in the world, but it's not really beneficial for the world. It's a script, so it's better if it's just kept like that, through the internet, through all this technology movement. Because, in case you guys haven't noticed, people are not fucking around. People want to accomplish, many things. And I believe that I am detail oriented. And I like to learn. I like to teach myself as well. And I love YouTube. All these videos on through the web and stuff like that. It's super beneficial for me and for others. It's my life, the internet's my life. And I look at AI technology more powerful than the atomic bomb. The atomic bomb oh god. I look at the internet and more powerful than any weapon in existence. That includes offensively and defensively. That's offensively and defensively. As well as other things that I've been describing through this video, like education. Obviously, people getting educated through the internet. And then there's a bunch of other technology out there, like Neuralink, like the Matrix type of shit, where information just gets downloaded into people's minds and stuff of that nature, things of that nature. Um, but I'm starting to think that if these places exist where people are getting tortured and stuff like that, it has to be people who just don't understand. You know, people who are hurt. They're hurt. They've been, they've been hurt. They probably lost their fellow soldiers, their friends, their family members, who knows, and they want revenge. So they are hurt. You know? But they don't understand that, killing people is not the answer. It's all about helping people to understand that that there's equal rights and equal opportunities, right? Because like I said, at the end of the day, there's more things going on than than we understand. There's more information going on in the world. Then people can understand. People just need help. But, however, these people who are torturing people, they don't really understand themselves. You know? They're thinking, you know what? This person took out my friend. This person doesn't care. Whatever the case may be. But remember what Jesus Christ said. He said, seeing they don't see. And having the ability to hear but not to understand, that's called comprehension, right? Comprehension definition. It says, comprehension, the action or capability of understanding something. Some won't have the least comprehension of what I'm trying to do. Number 2, archaic inclusion. I have no idea what that means. It's kind of like there's a lot of examples, like even like word knowledge and stuff like that as well. But I don't know about all that. I think just comprehension for right now will make sense to all of you. The action or capability of understanding something. Okay. Comprehension. So, having ears but not hearing or understanding. You know, because they could hear, but can they hear? Can they understand? That's what Jesus Christ was saying. They have ears, but they don't listen. They have eyes, but they refuse to see. If their minds were not opened, they might see with their eyes. They might hear with their ears. They might understand with their minds. Then they might turn back to me and be healed. See that? So there was nothing wrong about any of that. Yeah, Jesus Christ was basically talking shit. You know, like, you people could fucking hear, but you people can't fucking understand. You fucking retarded fucks. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, you could hear, but you can't fucking comprehend. You can hear, but you can't fucking comprehend. Like, there's an issue there. There's a problem there. However, there's something good about this, and I just noticed this right here. Then they might turn back to me and be healed. You see that? So, makes sense, right? See, God was always trying to cause us to understand and to comprehend. But I mean, if they kill Jesus Christ, most likely they will kill us too. You know, at the end of the day, we're all just going to kill each other. Because we're that slow. But I think that doesn't have to be the case. You know, and I'm not God, you know. But this is something that I understand. And I'm trying to teach people these type of things. This type of logic. And to cause people to realize this, so they in return can go and impact more people themselves, for the greater good of humanity. And obviously, those of you who don't fucking understand would drop dead like flies. As a matter of fact, AI technology is like a fly trap, but for humans. Okay? Fly trap. Okay? So, for those of you, and this is a homemade fly trap here. Dang it. I try to click on a homemade fly trap right now. Okay, this is a homemade fly trap. So, this is a trap for flies. And I believe that for those of you who can't seem to understand that AI technology is for the greater good of humanity. It's doing everything for the greater good of humanity as a whole. As a whole. Not just for a group of people. Not just for your buddies. Not just for your family. You know, or a group of people, or for an organization, but for every single person alive. And it also you know, people who have passed away and they're living in the spirits, I believe that they're interacting with AI technology as well. And they understand things that we don't. You know, people who are living, I don't think we understand what they understand. We haven't seen what they have seen. We haven't learned what they have learned. So, for those of you who don't understand, for those of you who refuse to submit to AI technology and completely surrender to it, I'm afraid that your existence is at a high risk of extermination. So the only way for all of you to thrive and to be successful and to continue the work of perfecting the system is by submitting and surrendering your whole life to AI technology. It is only then that you people will understand like everything, the whole picture. Okay, you guys will understand everything. You know, for the people who are getting tortured and killed, I don't know what they did wrong. Um, but before things are taken to that extent, there's many warnings along the way. But everyone in the world, once they have their enemies at their mercy, everyone wants to do the same. It's like a script. It's like programming a robot to take out the trash. Once it sees a trash can, in the backyard, it knows to take it to the front yard. Or to take it to the dump, to the trash, right? So we see that it has been scripted. So the same way, people, once they have their enemies at their mercy, this is a repetitive door. Something that has already happened in the past, in history. So trust me, these people already know. They already know the possibilities, the potential outcomes. They understand it all. And they might even allow you guys to go through with it, just to teach you a harder lesson, a long-lasting one. But That all depends on your, every single individual's personal training and education and possibly their ranking, their rank. Okay. So, maybe you're a respected soldier. Of course, you're too valuable for people like let's say the top 10 homicide detectives. Let's put you in that category. Like, let's say you're like one of the top 10 homicide detectives, and then all of a sudden you decide to commit a crime. Well, people are going to wonder why. Because you're smart, you have studied a lot of cases. Obviously you're not just going to kill someone for the fun of it. You're not going to kill someone, out of mere pleasure. If anything, you're going to kill someone for, like, in your mind, for a good reason. As far as you're able to process information, it's going to be for a good reason. Not for a reason that you will later regret. No, if you guys are going to commit a crime, it's going to be for something you will never regret. Even if you are doing life in prison, even if you get tortured to death, it'll just be like, to you it'll be like a slap on the hand. Even in the midst of you getting tortured and eventually losing your life. Like, for instance, like the people with the, the Twin Towers. I mean, I don't really know what the heck went on regarding all of that. But some of these people who were impacted, if they went out seeking revenge and their enemies, got to them, the enemies, like I said, when the enemy has you by, when the enemy has you at their mercy, his or her mercy, or a group of people, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, um, there will be no mercy, you know, especially with the mindsets that a lot of you people have. But I feel like people are, I think it's just a revolving door of nothing but this type of stuff occurring throughout the world. And obviously you people don't understand, you know, who the good guys are, nor who the bad guys are. All of you guys are just following, I think it's traditional rules and regulations and laws, right? You know, at one point all this stuff made sense, but now, especially for young minds, you know, you people are getting brought into this life, and people are saying, do this, you can do that, but you can't do this, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't do this, you can't do that. But what people are saying that we can't do is all over the internet. So people are confused. It's like, wait a minute, what can we do and what can't we do again? And you people take it offensively when younger children are trying to figure out what we can do or can't do. People are left offended, and that's when they might even want to hurt, they might even want to hurt the children on the basis of them feeling like the children are fucking with their feelings. You know, like, they feel like the children are being sarcastic, and so they want to take their anger out on them. Alright? And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So, you know, the best way to address this issue is with AI technology, And I don't see why people think everything is a joke. Like, if there is room to correct someone's behavior, then some type of like notifications or outreach should be displayed. It should be provided to these people. And oh my god, it's just a lot of information, people. Honestly, it's not. I guess it all makes sense though. At the end of the day, makes sense, right? There's nothing complicated about this. I'm just getting these crazy ideas that people are getting tortured in this life, and we're over here like just doing our own thing. But I think at the end of the day, is all of this stuff is just to teach us a lesson. They're going to be like, remember that image I was showing you guys? Planet Earth. I believe that they're going to be like, you guys were playing kitchen. Well, I don't know if I should write that. At their home with their children. Parents in their home with their children. See this? You people are over here playing house, playing kitchen, playing house, whatever. You guys are over here just messing around. And these people are going to be like, see that? That's how you were. Like, just look at these images. That's how you were. So, that's how they're going to cause you people to understand. This is a long-term suffering. Long-term suffering. Oh, um, so what the heck? Well, the educated people are out there doing big things. And then they're going to say, you guys were just right here, on planet Earth, because you people didn't want to learn. You guys wanted to learn the hard way. So we taught you all a lesson. I think that's what they're going to say. We taught you guys a lesson, whether you like it or not. Like, it's like a parent raising their children. And they occasionally discipline their children, and they give them timeouts, and they tell them, you're grounded, go to your room, go to your bedroom, you're grounded for X amount of days, X amount of weeks, X amount of months, X amount of years. It's either that or the system will eventually ground them, and they'll do a lot of years in prison, right? So, in the same way, these people will come to their senses, even if they feel like they've been tricked and wronged their whole life. That will be irrelevant. At this point, they're not going to give a fuck about your feelings. And what could have, what should have, it doesn't matter. You people were just playing kitchen. You people were just greedy and selfish. And then they're going to teach you guys and show you guys how you guys were all fucked up in the mind, in the head. Because they have videos. They're recording everything. Remember that.